In this training, we're gonna cover how I generated $383,000 in 12 months by sending simple emails to already established companies without past experience or case studies in this business model after pretty much years of struggling with trying to make online business work and being super broke and just not having success or luck with anything. Like I already mentioned, the topic of today's training is gonna be how I made a bit over $380,000 in 12 months by sending simple emails for established companies without having past experience or case studies with this new business model that I came up with. I'm going to show you a few reference pictures so you know that everything here is true. First, we have figure 1, and this is pretty much a GIF showcasing me making 347,000 euros in 2022, which is $383,000 here. This is from my account, refreshing it, and as you can see, 347,000 euros. So it is legitimate stuff. Here's also a screenshot from my bank statement showing me making 44,000 euros in 5 weeks with my Legion agency. That is a pretty nice amount of cash coming in on monthly or every 5 weeks and really makes your life a bit easier. And here's figure number 3, and this is pretty much Wyatt. He's one of our customers who we showed this stuff to and helped him build a lead generation agency. In May, he made $76,000 net profit by working with 2 clients. So here are some screenshots from his stuff. $67,000 in extra commissions in a month. Here's a sheet of some results that he has delivered to his clients. And here's also some deal sizes. As you can see, he helped one of his clients make over $550,000 and one of his clients $765,000, getting a nice affiliate commission from that. So Wyatt is absolutely killing it. It hasn't only worked for me, it has also worked for someone else. Here's also figure number 4. So this is just a simple screenshot showcasing some of the wins that our customers have gotten. So we have a bunch of people who we have helped do this stuff. Here, as you can see, people just absolutely killing it, making $3,000, closing 9-figure companies, booking 15 sales calls for a client, bunch of crazy stuff, making $67,000 from one client, booking 16 sales calls in 3 days. Pretty crazy. Figure number 5, screenshot of Jack Gauss closing $40,000 in new revenue for his own agency in 3 days. So these were all achieved in the span of 3 days. So 6 days ago, closed 21K in a day. Then the next day closed $11,000. And then the last day closed $8,000. Figure number 6, screenshot showcasing Omar making 1,000 euros in a day from booking calls through emails, just sending emails for his clients, making 1,000 euros a day. Pretty crazy once again. And here's a bit of a similar one. Figure number 7, Theodore making $1,000 a day 3 days in a row through booking sales calls for his clients by sending emails. So he's pretty much, once again, he's sending these simple emails for already established companies and making $1,000 a day 3 days in a row. And like he mentioned, his next target is 5 days in a row. So this stuff that you're going to be learning is something that people are already succeeding with, and it actually works, so you're not wasting your time. The goal of this training is to show you how I made $383,000 in the first 12 months of doing performance-based lead generation and how you can replicate my success. And this is for you if you currently run a social media marketing agency, a lead generation agency, or pretty much any remote service-based digital marketing business and you struggle with charging premium prices and scaling past $10,000 a month. This is also for you if you want to take control of your life and make $10,000 a month from anywhere in the world on your terms by running a high-quality lead generation agency. This is also perfect for you if you want to take advantage of the underlying lead generation problem that 63% of businesses struggle with and get some financial security during these fairly uncertain times, as we know. This is going to be perfect for you if you feel fed up with investing money, time, and effort in the new business opportunities while being afraid you'll never feel your potential and stay stuck living paycheck to paycheck for the rest of your life. If that's you, 100% stick around. And this is going to be great for you if you have a background in sales, software, or marketing throughout your career and you're just looking for a vehicle to triple your income using the skills that you have already gathered through your career. And this for you if you have spent money on a course or a coaching offer, you have just realized that you wasted your money on outdated recycled information that focuses on useless mindset and the motivational aspects of the business. Or if you have just spent months or years trying to get online business to work and you have seen a bit of success but with some of the models and nothing that really satisfies you. Either way, you're pretty much just looking to live life on your own terms through the digital world. This is not for you if you have zero experience or understanding of marketing, business, sales, or software. And this is also not for lazy people, people who make excuses, or the ones who think that work is just a 4-letter word. The sad truth that we all need to understand first. Most of the people who try to build a sustainable online business that provides actual value to the market end up failing in the first 3 to 6 months. And in most cases, they do not fail because they lack the motivation or discipline to do the work that is necessary to succeed. They fail because because they are trying to learn so many things at once. With models like SMMA, affiliate marketing, or dropshipping, you need to learn multiple skills to actually make it work. For example, with SMMA, you first need to learn the skills of getting clients, and after you have gotten clients, you need to learn paid advertising to deliver the services you promise to the client. Or with affiliate marketing, you need to learn how to create amazing direct response copywriting, scaling paid advertising, and building different sales funnels. For example, with dropshipping, you need to learn how to build well-converting stores, source the right products, do paid advertising, email marketing, creating user-generated content, and these are just a few of the main, most common examples. And because of this, building the business becomes extremely confusing and hard to succeed in. No matter how smart and hardworking you are, you won't be able to master multiple high-level skill sets like paid advertising and cold email at the same time. It is just super hard. And this is the exact same reason that kept me stuck for years when trying to build an online business. If you don't know me, my name is Leevi Eerola, and back in September 2021, I had 62 cents in my bank account, and I actually had to sell my iPad for $100 to get food, and this is the exact picture that I posted on Facebook Marketplace to make it happen. And I had spent the last 5 years trying to build an online business that could give me the complete location and time freedom and let me pursue my entrepreneurial side. I always knew that I didn't want to take the traditional route of studying in school, getting a degree, working a 9 to 5, and then retiring at 65 while seeing others pursue their dreams around me. I pretty much didn't want to take part in the quote-unquote rat race that people like to call it. Building an online business was the only thing that made sense in my head. I spent my high school years working in sales, trying to build various online businesses, and I already knew that I wouldn't go to college. It just wasn't what I was planning on doing. And pretty much the only real education I can be proud of is my education at the Reserve Officer School of Finland's military, where I graduated as second lieutenant in military and strategic leadership. Here's a funny picture of me posing with my new rank, and here also me with the RK62 and a radio on my back. That's pretty much the only education I have. At this point, I tried every business model and method that I could get my hands on. I tried building a dropshipping stores and running ads to it. I tried building a social media marketing agency and running ads for other businesses and building funnels. I also tried affiliate marketing through ads and content creation, like creating content to Facebook groups and blogs and also doing paid ads, etc. Also, I tried drop servicing for companies from Fiverr. So I would find a service from Fiverr and then I would try to sell that service to someone else at a markup. And even though I saw some traction with these models, I always ran into the problem of having to learn multiple skills at the same time, which pretty much slowed my progress down. It also destroyed my focus, because if you're trying to become really good at two things that are also fairly hard to do or learn or like at least master, your focus is going to be super split at all times. And I just wanted to find a business model where I could get super good at one skill that would make sure I'll never have to stress about money anymore. That was my ultimate dream goal. After all these failed businesses, buying endless amounts of courses, watching YouTube videos, and reading books for 5 years, and still not being where I wanted to be, figured out that I'll have to create the business model myself. I didn't want to make excuses anymore. I was ready to take the hard route and learn to do it myself. So what I did in September 2021, I joined a marketing agency as an outsourced sales consultant and decided to take matters into my own hands and find a way how I could provide them a lot of value just using one skill I had already learned from my previous business venture, which was cold email lead generation. I knew this skill had a lot of potential since it was extremely straightforward, inexpensive to run, and could generate hundreds of thousands of dollars when executed the right way. I started running cold emails for them. They didn't know how to get more clients. They didn't have any predictable way for it. It was just a big mess. I started running cold emails. It was my first time doing it properly, so it wasn't perfect execution, but in my opinion, it worked super well. So here you can see a picture from their CRM, so pretty much their pipeline tool. And I know it's in Finnish, but this is December 2021, and this is January 2022. As you can see, after the first few months of getting up the foundations and building a powerful cold email system, we started growing really fast. In December 2021, we did 16,600 euros in new deals. And then the next month, January 2022, we generated 88,000 euros in new deals. That's actually a 434% increase in new revenue in a month. Of course, it blew my mind. Something that took me a few hours per day to run and $250 a month budget had pretty much transformed this business completely. It had given them a completely new life. After getting a clear proof of concept on this skill, I saw a huge opportunity once again. So what I did at the end of December 2021, I decided to go out on my own and start a lead generation agency. I finally, okay, this is the one thing, cold email, it's super valuable for these companies. I can do it. It's not super hard to do and it's fairly risk-free because of the low budget. This is my opportunity. So I went for it. My strategy ended up working so well that in the brief period of only 92 days, I was already doing 13,000 euros a month. And then in 6 months, I was doing over 40,000 euros a month. So here's a screenshot of the third month of running my agency, a bit over 13,000 euros that month. This is also bank statement of my agency's bank. And here's also some screenshots. If you know anything about cold email, you know that these are pretty crazy numbers to hit. So we were doing really well also in service delivery side. I'm not sharing this to impress you, but in 2022, I made over $380,000. I traveled around the world. I ate $1,000 dinners and I stayed at $5,000 a week hotels while running my dream business. So here's one of the hotels or one of the villas I stayed in Bali, in Uluwatu, 5K a week. I've also been featured in national publications like Yahoo Finance, Business Insider, Bloomberg, Digital Journal, while building an online presence of over 30,000 loyal followers combined. Pretty much what you need to take away from this is that this stuff can change your life quick. So on 8th of May 2022, I started posting my results on Twitter and sharing my learnings. And naturally, a lot of people started messaging me, asking for help in building a lead gen agency because they saw that I was doing pretty well, I was getting good results, I was getting paid really well, I was living this great life. So people started, of course, DMing me. So at the beginning of July, I did over 70 free consultations to understand the biggest issues and how to create a framework to solve them. So this is what my calendar looked like for 3 days straight. I was just sitting in calls, just asking people what they are struggling with, what I can help with, etc. I was just like trying to figure out why people are struggling with doing performance-based lead gen. I had amazing conversations with my followers and learned in depth the main problems and common bottlenecks that made it hard for people to succeed. And this leads us here to this free training. I decided to help others and put together this training, which will lay out the exact steps you need to take in chronological order to replicate my success. And I'll go through the exact 3 steps I used to make an extra $380,000 in the first 12 months of running this performance-based lead generation agency model. Step number 1 is gonna be pick your niche and craft an offer. In the beginning, you don't want to make the common mistake of picking a super specific niche. It's way better for you to start targeting a broad B2B industry without any extra criteria to find your own place in the market, because everyone has their own preferences. Not everyone is going to fit into the same specific niche. And the reason why we are only going to go for B2B, so pretty much business to business companies, is that in the B2B market, we are able to leverage cold email outreach and also really powerful other lead generation strategies down the line. And you can't really do this with business to consumer business model. So it needs to be a business that sells to another business. Those companies we can work with. Great examples of these broad B2B niches are information technology and services, so IT, finance, software development, logistics, marketing and advertising, insurance, education. So pretty much, as you can see, like really big industries. And all of these are like B2B focused. So you should pick your industry based on your previous experiences or passions. So if you understand the industry you're working with at least a bit, your messaging and emails will resonate better with them because you understand even like a little bit about them. Then when you have picked your industry, what you do is you create a revenue focused offer based on the average metrics of the industry. So for example, if you know that the average deal size is around $50,000 to $100,000 in the software development industry, you want to use that number to build a realistic assumption of the results you can provide. Because of course, that's the first question that people are going to have when you say that you can help them make more money and you can do performance-based lead gen for them. What can you actually get me? So an example offer could be, I help software development agencies make an extra $300,000 in the next 12 months or less by using AI leveraged outbound. And then in sales calls, you just explain the math behind the offer and explain how you are going to leverage cold email and outbound to book them more sales calls. If you reach out to 3,000 prospects, like let's say you get a software development company as a client. You reach out to 3,000 companies each month under your client's name with cold email, and every single month you book 7 sales calls for them. So from those 3,000 people, 7 are interested enough to book a call with you. So reach out to 3,000 companies, yo, we have the software development service, are you interested? And then 7 people say, yes, 100%. And they hop on a meeting with your client. In 12 months, you end up booking them 84 sales meetings. And if from those 84 sales meetings or calls, they sign only 10% as new clients, that's 8 new clients they would not have gotten with like otherwise if they didn't work with you. So depending on their average deal size, they'll make anywhere between $200,000 to $1 million in extra revenue because you sent them some email. You have a client, you sent emails in their behalf to people who could buy your client service. Then a small percentage of those people are going to hop into a sales meeting. You get paid for booking those sales meetings, and then your client, if they only sell to, for example, 10% or 20% of the meetings you book for them, they make way more money than they are paying you. So you are a really valuable asset for this company. And you're getting these deals through the same process you're using for your clients, which is automated cold email campaigns. With this model, you only need to learn how to do cold email. You first use cold email to get clients. You send emails to software development companies. I help software development companies make an extra $300,000 in 12 months. And then the software development companies, they become your clients. When they are your clients, then just do the same thing. Then you also send them emails. You're like, yo, John, I can send you these emails, and then you make them more money. And you can use tools like Apollo.io to build a list of potential clients. And here's Apollo.io. You can just put in CEOs in the United States and, for example, in the industry of financial services, and you'll find 23,000 people you can reach out to. So then you can just scrape those leads and you can scrape those emails and you can just start sending them emails. How many clients do you think that you can get from 23,000 companies? A lot. And only if you get 3, you're still making over $10,000 a month. Then what you do is you use cold email tools like instantly.ai to send cold email messages to the list automatically. So you first go to Apollo.io, you build that list, you get, for example, 5,000 prospects, and then you put them to a cold email sending tool and you send them a message. And this is a great example message that works really well. Hi John, I'm reaching out since we help financial service companies in the United States generate an extra $300,000 in revenue in the next 12 months or less through automated prospecting systems. Do you mind if I send more information about this? Sincerely, Levi Eerla. Then when someone shows interest, you book them in for a 30-minute discovery call to get to know them and their situation better. And if they seem like a good fit, you book them in for another 30-minute demo call to go through your pitch, service, and time frame. So you first just hop on a meeting, you see if you even want to work with them. Then if it looks great, then you take another meeting with them where you just pitch your service, your price, and the time frame, etc., and you close them. And pretty much you're logically walking your prospect through the process and presenting a clear ROI. And since you have already gotten them into a call through cold email, they'll naturally have a high trust in the system. And pretty much what you do is you make them a performance-based offer based on the number of booked calls you get. So for example, you could charge them $300, $400, $500, even $1,000 per one meeting book. So if you send all these automated emails for a client and you book them 10 meetings and they pay you $300 per meeting, then you're gonna invoice them $3,000 at the end of the month. And you can also charge them an upfront fee of around $2,000 to $6,000 to make sure that they're committed to the partnership, but that is not necessary. That's usually something that you just want to do if you want to go really hard. Maybe you have had some sales experience or marketing experience, you can do that. But for the people who don't have that, you can just start without upfront fees and just make these performance-based offers. And when you start working with them, you build the exact same system for them that you use to get them as a client. And you repeat these 3 to 5 times to get a handful of clients, and you start focusing on their outbound campaigns to ensure good results. So that's also a beauty of the doing performance-based lead generation. You just need like 3 to 5 clients to make $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month. For example, if you remember the example of Wyatt, he has 2 clients and he's making $76,000 a month in net profit. And he works like 1 to 2 hours a day. So you don't really need that many clients. You just need 3 really good ones. And then you just run cold email campaigns for them and you can make a lot of money by doing it. Then we move into step 2, which is pretty much delivering results to your clients and building case studies. In the beginning, you're doing an onboarding call with the client and gathering all relevant information about their company, product, and customers. So you send them an email, you close them, and then you schedule an onboarding call to get pretty much all the information you need to run them good cold email campaigns. And pretty much you're just taking note of what problems they solve, what results they get, what language their customers use, who their customers are, and what is unique about them. As you can see from the chart here, it is a fairly predictable model because you're just doing the same process over and over and over again. And if there is something that isn't working, you're always able to troubleshoot it with another predictable model because it's just based on data. Then you use that information to create different variations of cold email campaigns and test them against the market using automated cold email tools. And for each variation you are testing, you want to reach out to at least 500 potential buyers to validate the data. If you have any less, then you are not sure if it was from luck or some other variable. Immediately, when you have a variation that books calls at 0.5% booking rate, you use that variation to reach out to all potential prospects in the market. When you reach a number on your cold email message, you're booking your clients around 15 to 40 sales calls per month. Pretty much you just do that for a month and you make a case study of those results. Here's a great example of what a case study looks like. So you pretty much just do an interview with your client, proving that you actually got them great results. And you ask them what situation were they in before they started working with you? What situation are they in right now? How long did it take to get those results? What is the effect of those results on their business? And would they recommend working with you? And then you take that case study interview and you upload it on your landing page or a website and you use it as an asset when reaching out to prospects and selling in demo calls. So then you can start charging higher prices because you have more proof that you're actually good at this. Then when you have a proof interview, you are able to charge more and get way doper clients. Of course, there's some differences when you're doing it for a client because it's not your own product completely. But if you just do good market research and approach it systematically, it's not going to be a problem at all. Step 3, you increase prices and work with bigger companies. Now that you have gathered a few case studies in your industry and you have validated your skills on cold emails, the key to scaling it up will be super simple. So instead of trying to sign 20 different clients paying you $2,000 a month, your goal will be to focus on bigger and higher quality clients who can pay you more for the exact same work and process you do. Many business owners make the mistake that they think that they should just sign as many clients as they possibly can because they think that's the only way to grow. And yes, in a way that is 100% true, but when running a high-ticket service-based business like performance-based lead generation, it is not the approach that you want to take. More clients means you need a bigger team. Bigger team means you have more headaches and less profit, and more headaches and less profit means worse results for your clients, which of course is not the thing you want when you're doing performance-based lead generation. So because of this, every time when you get results for your clients, you make a case study and you use that case study to approach bigger and higher quality companies in the market. This way, you'll never have to work with more than 5 clients, but you can still scale up to $50,000 to $100,000 a month with a small team and higher profit margins. Like once again, I'm using Wyatt a lot as an example, but that's just because we have worked with him for a long time. But for example, he has 2 clients making $75,000 a month in profit and 3 team members and works for 1 to 2 hours a day. That's how we want to scale instead of taking 25 clients, because then it's just a big mess. Right now you might be asking, Levi, why will bigger companies pay us more for the same service? And the reason is actually super simple. Bigger companies in 95% of the cases have a better product, better sales process, better optional structure, and they have solved a lot of the bottlenecks in the business that smaller companies are struggling with. Because of this, the lead generation work you do for them is more valuable. They are able to generate better results for them because they know what they are doing and have a better process. If they close 20% instead of 10, of course, the leads you get them are going to be double the value. This doesn't mean that you can't work with smaller businesses. In a lot of cases, it is necessary in the beginning, and it's not a bad thing, but this just means that your end goal should be to move up the market to ensure you scale with high profit margins. To summarize, and pretty much to give you the next steps, as you can see, the only thing you need to do is pick a niche and craft an offer that you'll use to sign clients using automated cold email campaigns, and then repeat the process for your clients while collecting case studies and increasing your prices. You can do it alone, which is extremely slow and hard since you'll spend months learning the small nuances through trial and error, or you can work personally with me and my team. And if you work with us, you'll get results faster while making fewer mistakes. You'll be able to get your first client in 30 days and your first case study in 60 days, and you'll hit $10,000 a month in 90 days when you're working with us. Because you'll get our exact systems and strategies for picking the niche, creating your offer, building your landing page, getting meetings, closing clients, and delivering results for your clients. We literally tell you exactly what to say, how to say it, when to say it, what to send, where to send, and pretty much everything is going to be already figured out for you. We'll personally consult you on your service delivery to ensure your clients get good results, and we'll go through your sales calls and review your cold email campaigns to ensure that you're doing everything right. We'll tell you how to film and create your case study and all necessary marketing materials. We'll also show you how to leverage your case studies to scale up the market and charge $5,000 to $15,000 a month per client. I just want you to keep in mind, this is not a course or a community. This is a personal consulting engagement where you leverage pre-created resources, daily one-on-one help, and our team will even review everything you do and give feedback and the right direction on it. So it's not a course, it's not a community, it's actual real personal consulting stuff to make sure that you get results. The spots are limited. If you want to work with me and my team, you can apply to work with us from the bottom below this video, and you go through an application. Since you took your time and watched the whole video, I have a small thank you gift for you. After you fill out the application to work with us, I'll send you a free training package where I show you exactly how to execute these steps in detail in case we don't end up working together, because I still want you to benefit from this. So even if we are not fit to work together, you apply, you hop on a call with us. If it doesn't make sense, you'll still have the free training package package that I have sent you. So you're still able to make money from this and actually get your own performance-based lead generation model, but you can only get it if you apply to work with us from the bottom below. So do that right now. This is for people who are already running an agency or any online business, struggling to hit $10,000 a month or more. And this is also perfect for working professionals with a background in sales, marketing, or software looking to 3 to 5x their income in the next 12 months. And just a few example results of what it looks like to work with us. Here's Oliver Skarnilt from Copenhagen in Denmark. Before Oliver started working with us, he was running a social media marketing agency. He had been doing it for over 2 years and he was still making $0 a month. Then on September 23rd, 2022, we started working with each other. In 35 days, he was making $17,000 a month from his lead gen agency. And now after 18 weeks, he's making over $35,000 a month while adapting his process to the market and just getting better and better and better each day. So here's a few screenshots of messages he has sent to us, which is pretty crazy. We also have Christian and Huey from California and New Zealand. Before they started working with me, they were doing $0 a month. They didn't have any agency, any business, and they were just wondering, what should we do? Should we do TikTok ads, Facebook ads? They started working with us, and after 91 days, they were doing $25,000 a month in revenue. Here's once again a few screenshots of that. We also have interviews of all of this stuff in my YouTube channel, so you're able to check that out. We also have Michael Choi from China. Before he started working with us, he didn't once again have any idea what kind of a business he should start. He was gonna go for TikTok UGC agency, but he realized that there's so many things to learn. Learn how to manage UGC creators. I need to run ads. I need to do sales. I need to do cold email. Like I need to do all of these things. So he started working with us, and in 16 weeks, he was making over $20,000 a month, plus getting crazy performance fees on top of that. So the actual number was like around $30,000 a month. We achieved that in 16 weeks. Tony Young from Texas, before she started working with us, she didn't know how to package her offer or who to target and how to get more clients. So she had a bunch of great digital marketing skills and experience, but didn't really have a roadmap on how to benefit from those things. So she started working with us, and after 6 months, she was making over $40,000 a month, working with only 4 clients, which is once again pretty dope, signing some huge deals. Or Daniel Sannegard from Uppsala, Sweden. Before Daniel started working with us, he was a 9-to-5 sales rep, making like $1,000 to $2,000 every month. And he knew that he wanted to build his own business, but he just didn't have a clear roadmap and knowledge on how to make it happen. After 20 weeks of working with us, he was making over $25,000 a month while getting amazing results for his clients. Over 100 calls booked last month, absolutely killing it. So that's pretty much what it looks like to work with us. I know that right now you might have a few questions in mind, so I'll answer those for you. Usually the first question I get is, will this work for me if I'm from country X? If I'm from here, if I'm from there? And pretty much yes. If you have a computer and internet access, it will work for you as long as you put in the work. We have people from the US, from Latin America, all around Europe, the UK, India, China, Australia, Nepal, Canada, and pretty much everywhere, Jamaica, Bahrain, like we have people from all around the world who are crushing it. Second thing you might be wondering, is this saturated? No. A study made by HubSpot shows that 62% of B2B companies struggle with lead generation. So there definitely is more demand than supply. So you don't have to worry about saturation. Then you might be wondering, how much does it cost to run a performance-based lead gen agency? Around $200 to $1,000 a month, depending on your scale. Of course, if you have a team of 15 people, it might be more, but usually it's the average is $200 to $1,000 a month. Usually you can get started for around $200. You might be wondering also, what if I don't have any sales experience? Doesn't matter at all. The offer is logic based, so you don't need to do any persuasion sales tricks in calls. We'll also just tell you word by word what to say, so you don't need to know how to do sales. You also might be wondering, what if I already run an agency or a business? And that is absolutely amazing. If you want to make more or work less, we will help you. And also actually something that I forgot to mention here. I know some of you might be wondering, Levi, English isn't my native language, so what should I do? I don't really speak that good English. As you might have already noticed from this video, English isn't my first language either. I'm from Finland. We are notoriously famous for speaking really bad English. I also had to learn throughout the journey, and I think now it's fairly understandable, but yeah, you shouldn't have to worry about that at all. It's totally fine. Most of our customers are not native English speakers. Most of them are from Europe or from somewhere else, so you're totally good. Plus, there is a lot of advantages of being able to speak another language that isn't English. It is actually actually a huge money maker if you use that skill or that language advantage. If you are interested in working personally with me and my team and have us consult you to $10,000 a month in the next 90 days while delivering amazing results to your clients and living your dream life, apply to work with us from the button below this video. So just press the button, fill out the application, you'll see the next steps. And as a bonus for applying, I'll send you a free training package that you can use to execute the necessary steps in the case even if we don't end up working with us. So you'll still be able to do this yourself. So the only way you'll lose if you don't apply. Spots are limited. Apply now and we'll be in touch. It was a pleasure. Take care and I'll see you inside.